fine, lovely Wednesday. It has been so very long. How is everybody? Why are Oh my gosh. Some of your texts are getting auto-translated. So if you said hi, it translated it to hey hee hee. Nerdy, you said hello and it translated it to hello. How do I turn this off? How do I get rid of this? Can I get rid of it? Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh lord. That's gonna be a slight problem. But anyway, yeah, well, you can be woo apparently. Apparently. But yeah, it was randomly translating some of your texts. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm doing good. I'm doing fantastic. How are all of you lovely folks doing? We have somebody doing good. How was the sun? It was good. It was wonderful, wonderful. Goose of days. I see. That didn't get translated. I don't know. I don't know what is going on, man. I don't know. Apparently it is striking. Has Silvernote befriended them? Yes, so the kitties are doing well. They've actually adjusted really well to the new location. To my actual place of residence. They are hanging out and doing quite well. They have learned that I am the one that gives food, so they get quite excited to see me, but only until they realize whether or not I have food, and then they're like, we don't want to deal with you. You're big and scary. But they're doing well. We play in the morning, we play in the evening. Unfortunately, due to my work schedule, I'm not here during the afternoon, but the two of them get on quite well. So I gotta hustle maybe when they're a little bit bigger. They're really tiny. They're really little. They're very, very, so it's a one day at a time sort of thing, but my. Working on a twist style sprite for an OC. That seems exciting. Oh, you got a dog. Oh, your sister got a dog. I see. Puppies are a lot of work. That's fair. Kittens are a lot of work, but puppies are even more work. So you shouldn't be on stream because you're tired. Go to sleep. Have a little headache. Go to sleep. Oh, but you have prom on Friday. Well, that's gonna be really fun. Congratulations. Oh, that's exciting. One up. Congratulations. Thank you. One pup for you. I see. Oh, Tomodachi Life. Nice. Lilia fell in love with Widowmaker from Overwatch. Oh, my. You know, Tomodachi Life is really making me consider getting a Switch too, but it's such a gigantic financial investment, man. Drawing up concepts for Twist X Sanrio. Nice. Waiting for, fried seafood. That's exciting. Can't handle take care of 5 cats. That's fair. You just got Twisted Wonderland because you've been in England for the past couple months. I see. Well, congratulations. Welcome to Twist. Welcome. You're also staying up. It's 12:30. Go to bed. I mean, I appreciate y'all being here, but please don't be staying up just on purpose. If you're tired, please sleep. Please get sleep. Who wants more Twisted Florida Man? Well, it's up to y'all. Y'all gotta tell me. It's only $450 for the Switch 2, unless you get the SD card, because apparently Nintendo wants every single game to be online only. So if you get the SD card, it has to be a Nintendo branded one, because I heard there's issues if you get a third-party one. So then you have to spend an additional $70 for the SD card. So you're now up to like $520, and that's before you even get the game. So then Tomodachi Life is like another $80. So now we're up to like nearly $600 for a system and one game. And then if I want any other game, it's going to be like in the 70-80 range. So it's like almost like $1,000. Like I could get a whole bunch of PC parts for that. It's misinformation on the SD thing. Oh, okay, so you can get a third-party SD card. Okay, great. So I don't have to spend $70 on an SD card. Fantastic. That's wonderful. My. No book 7.5 or sweetheart. Yeah, we want to play 7.5 blind, but like I'm gonna be playing 7.5. So if you don't want to see 7.5, unfortunately, this is not the stream for you. But yeah, please, again, no JP main story or event story spoilers in the chat. That is the rule we have for every single stream. So please be mindful of that, because there are people like myself who have not gotten through 7.5 yet and do not want to be spoiled on 7.5, because the whole point of the stream is for me to react to 7.5, so you know. But yes. Yeah, so, you got your sister to watch anime with you? Nice. Her favorite character is Trey. That's okay. I'm pretty sure my dad's favorite character is either Grim or Crowley, because anytime they do anything, he kind of chuckles. I got him to semi-watch it. I was watching it at home, and every once in a while something happened. He was in the same room. He would look up, and he would, you know, watch a little bit. Mainly when there was the big emotional beats, like when Riddle was doing Riddle things, but, you know. Well, if you get a job you applied for, you won't be able to watch the streams for a while. I see. Well, hey, having a job is very exciting. Being employed, very, very exciting. Yeah, if you don't want to know what happens in 7.5, this is your time to leave, because that is the plan for today. So, our gluttonous cat monster, Grimmy Grim. Exactly. We will not be having a community night this week, as I said in the community post, because I have kittens now, and they're really little, and I haven't had a lot of time this week to, like, interact with them. So, and all of the next 3 weeks, I have to be in the office every single day, which is so annoying for a project that I'm not even on, and that I don't have to do anything for. But I gotta be there because everyone has to be. It's so stupid. I hate it's a great time. So they need a lot of TLC. They need a lot of interaction. I need them to get used to me. So we are not doing the community night this weekend. We'll probably do it next weekend or the weekend. I think the weekend after. I can't remember when the 20th is. I can't remember. That's the symposium. So we'll do a community night with games, and then we'll do the symposium next month. It'll be fine. It does look like he's balancing on the table. You're right. So it'll be okay, and hopefully by then there'll be. Oh, see, look, Jamil Viper's wife. Your message got auto-translated from hi to hello. Why is YouTube doing this? Does it show translations for y'all, or is it only for me? Do y'all see like the little like translation symbol? I don't understand what this is, and I don't understand how to turn it off. It's only me? Why is it only me? How do I get it turned off? I don't have options for this. What? The ooh-woo got translated to ooh-woo. I'll have you know the ooh-woo got translated directly to ooh-woo. It literally translated it to the exact same thing. Oh no, yeah, apparently live chat can translate, but apparently it's only on my end, and it's very, oh no, but yeah, see, okay, so Nerdiest's ooh-woo with the capital U's got translated to ooh-woo, but Shadow King, your ooh-woo didn't get translated. Your ooh-woo got translated to this. Literally, it got translated to the word this, and I don't know why. And then Minion, yours didn't get translated at all. It did translate Sunbathing Cat. It did translate to doesn't translate. What has happened? And then a deck of aces, your ooh-woo also got translated to this. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, now there's just a whole bunch of thises in the chat. This is so funny. Hold on, how do I take a screenshot of my chat window? I'll put it in the Discord. There's so many thises. I don't understand. Ay, oh, really likes this. Holy, this is so funny. Hopefully the screenshot actually caught the chat when there was like 7 of them. Hold on, let's see. Oh, I can't see from here. How do I look at it? There we are, perfect. Anyway, it's in general if anyone wants to see what I can see from my side. There's just a ton of auto-translated thises. Oh, man. But when you use it in a sentence, it doesn't translate. It's only when it's by itself. That's it. That's so wild. The Discord is not 18 plus. Only the voice chats are 18 plus. However, if you are looking to join the Discord, you do have to read through the rules on the rules channel, and you do have to introduce yourself, and it has to be more than your name. You don't have to give me every single category if you don't feel comfortable or you don't have a favorite dorm, for instance, but you do have to give me more than just your name, and you do have to read the rules. There are a couple of things that are non-negotiable. Basically, you know, the same things that are non-negotiable in stream chat. It's you know, nothing earth-shattering, but yeah, it's a good time. So if you want to join, the link should be in the description of the stream. It's also in the description of all of my videos. It's also, I think, linked on the channel. So there's a bunch of different ways that you can join it. But if you do not fill out your introduction, you do not get the fledgling role, because I give it out manually. If you don't have that role, you cannot see 90% of the channels. 90% of the server is locked behind that role requirement, and the only way to get it is to introduce yourself after you read the rules. So that is the disclaimer there. A lot of people join and then just don't fill out an introduction, so they just kind of sit and only see the general chat. But if that's what they want to do and they just want the pings, that's fine. That's totally up to you. But now the Discord is just ooh, understandable. How do I turn it off? Someday they can't tell me. It's in settings for where? The stream settings? Is that where it is? All right, let's investigate. I might not be able to do it now that the stream is live, but let's see. Is it in stream settings? Show more. Ooh, I can tag a brand, apparently. Automatic chapters, sure, whatever. Customization. It might be in like my settings. I'm not seeing it in the custom. I have live chat replay, summary, which I turn. Oh, live chat. There it is. Boom. Why did they add that? Okay, all right. Can y'all ooh-woo? Can y'all ooh-woo for me real quick? Oh, that feels so dirty to say, but can you all ooh-woo? Yay, it's not translating. Yay. Fantastic. Thank you all so much. All right, well, now I have to be aware of that. Because it was translating the silliest things. We are super back. I wish they would have just like told us, or like had a newsletter to be like, hey, what up? We're adding this today. All right, cool. We don't have a silver knocked out of context, but y'all can clip things if you want. I think all of my streams are set for y'all to clip. I'm pretty sure they are. You didn't miss too much. You did miss the entire auto-translate debacle. So, and me explaining the Discord. That's about all I think that you missed. But anyway. Oh, it makes a good base intro. For, what do you mean for like, oh, there's a template in the rules. See, that's why you gotta read the rules. If you read the rules, you'll find the template. You find the template, you use it in introductions, then you get your role. Them's the rules. That's why you gotta read them all rules first, you know? That, and I don't want Riddle to get too mad at you, you know? We don't want that to happen. We don't want a whole bunch of collared people in the Discord, so. We have been discussing kitty cats and ubu. That's basically been the stream so far. So welcome to the stream. My. You haven't joined the Discord yet. Got it. Well, anyway, when you get into the Discord, there's a rules channel. In the rules channel, there's also the template. Use the template in the introductions chat. I know I made it more complicated than it needs to be, but it's basically to protect the server from spam, because we've actually gotten quite a bit of spam of people being like, hey, buy my crypto. No, And I don't want that sort of stuff to infiltrate the entirety of the Discord, you know? So, it's been working really good so far to thwart those sorts of things. It does make it slightly more complicated for regular people to join, and I do apologize, but I think the benefits overweigh. But anyway, there's lots of questions that are happening, but let me get off of the main screen and at least pretend we're gonna go into the story. We should at least open the book, right? We are in Styx. Why are we in Styx? Why are we in Styx? Why are we here? What are we doing? Who in Twist would I hang out with? All of Octavino. Or Diasomnia. Man. Why are we in... I know... So there's one thing that I do know. Oh, okay. I see why. Hold on. I did not change this back to the orange color for contrast. But... There's one Discord that you're in that has no filter, and every so often a bot just gets in and spams every channel. Yeah, that's exactly what I don't want to have happen. Yeah, that... Because I don't want to have to go through and clean it up. Edia jail. I don't know. We're back in the... I have so many concerns. Thank you so much for the $2. Thank you. We're back in the building again. Oh man. I really gotta rewatch those Snapcube Sonic dubs. Oh boy, they're so funny. But thank you so much for the $2. Thank you. Alright. I guess we should figure out what we're actually doing here. Why are we in Styx? This throws off my entire plan. I thought we were gonna have to do a part 2 of this, and if we're starting in Styx, then my thumbnail that I made is not gonna make sense. I'm gonna have to flip the streams around. It's gonna be very confusing. I have many harsh words. Yeah, okay, great. Here's what I'm gonna do. Because I'm really proud of the thumbnail. I was holding all right. So I knew that we were gonna be in Styx at some point, right? I had this part, like the fact that we were in Styx spoiled for me. But I didn't think it was gonna happen immediately. So what we're gonna do... So we're gonna change the name of the stream, and we're gonna change the thumbnail. So just give me a minute to... Oops, I don't want to play the stream. I want to download my thumbnail. Thank you. Perfect. And then we're gonna go to the other stream and download that thumbnail, and we're gonna do a little switcheroo. We're gonna do a switcheroo. Oh no, is it? All right, whatever. We're gonna, bear with me here. This is totally not technical difficulties whatsoever. No, this is me being a little petty. That's all. That's all this is. That's all. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine, guys. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so great. It's gonna be so great. Y'all are gonna be like, oh wow, that was so worth our time as soon as I'm done with this. But we're gonna change this, and then we're gonna change this, and then we're gonna change that, and then I'm almost done. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Fantastic. All right, cool. Cool. Everything is right in the universe now. All right, we're in Styx. Hi, Idiot. This is not voiced. Interesting. All right, so, hi. Yeah, thanks, Idia. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for saying hi. Thank you for saying hello. That's so funny. No, you guys, they wanted to give us the true experience of 7.5. They wanted to give us the real... They thought we would miss out if they gave us the voices immediately. Can you imagine how mad the JP audience would be if we got voices immediately and they didn't? Come on now, guys. Come on now. We have to go through this experience of having an unvoiced main story. It is critical to our camaraderie as fans. We can't have anything that JP doesn't have. Come on, guys. Come on. How are you guys holding up? I can't imagine it's great for you, getting examined from multiple angles for days on end. I'm not doing too shabby at all. I've healed up nicely, and it feels like I've gone back to my active duty days. Oh, that's really good for you, Lilia. Oh, wait, that's really good for Lilia. Wait, that's super good. Oh, that's super duper good. I've spent this entire time feeling something akin to weariness or languor. Aw, see, that's also good, kinda, sorta, maybe. Before now, any fatigue I felt was fleeting. A bit of sleep was all it would take to recover. I'm not certain if it's due to the extended duration I sustained in Arcane Realm or the loss of my horn. But I think perhaps my magical control isn't quite where it should be yet. Your horns work like antennas gathering magical energy from nature, and they're also organs with tightly clustered nerves, right? That sounds hazardous. Be careful not to trip and fall and break your other one. Lily, I don't think it's that simple. Lilia. If he hadn't done it in 180 years, I don't think right now is when that's gonna happen. I thought he was gonna say, like, don't fall and, like, hit the broken part because the nerves are probably, like, somewhat exposed. But no, okay. I'll try. Oh, Mal, you don't have to take that seriously, Mal. Grandmother has also had many harsh words to say to me. She's warned me that she won't stand for any further recklessness on my part. She also took me to the task for letting all of that happen under my watch. He looks a little mad. He looks a little peeved that that happened. Oh my. The sheer weight of her glare made me feel as though I'd sunken into the floor, chair and all. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that you were supposed to watch him. Yeah. Fair is fair. Yeah, no, the horn probably should be covered. But I imagine that, like, at this point, because this is not immediate, I don't think, because Edea was talking about them getting poked and prodded day after day, so clearly some time has passed, so it probably healed over. I would imagine that, like, you know, part of the horn healed over, and there's at least some sort of, like, biological film on the top of it to stop things from getting into it. Otherwise, that would just be constant pain. And I don't think that that's happening. But I suppose we could put a band-aid on it. We could put a big band-aid on it. We could wrap it with gauze or something. Yeah, I remember the comments from the personnel that were present for the meeting. Oh, no. Oh, so they met in Styx. Oh, no. They were like, I sweated at least 3 liters, and I was desperate to get out of that room ASAP. Yeah, I imagine if her temper's anything like Mal's mom, because Mal's mom probably got it from her, right? Oh, good lord. I don't blame him either, man. That's gonna be so awkward. You know you're not getting yelled at, but you know that, like, secondhand fear, that secondhand embarrassment when someone else is getting yelled at? Oh, man. My, oh, my, oh, my. Seconded for me, TBH. I was sweating buckets. It was so bad I thought I would totally... It was so bad I thought it would totally extinguish my hair. Dang. All right, so his hair can get extinguished from liquid. Good to know, Edea. Good to know. So he can be bald. If he goes swimming. So that if he goes swimming, he gets bald. Got it. On the plus side, at least you guys don't gripe and moan like the other troublemakers. We've been extremely grateful for how smoothly all the examinations have been going. Incidentally, one of the personnel informed us there would be a special examination today. What will that entail? Oh, that. So, here's the deal. You guys both got permission to return to Night Raven College. That's the exam? Okay. That doesn't sound like an exam, but sure. Sure. Alright. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. That means, we've got to verify some stuff before you go back. Both of us? It makes sense for Lilia, but myself as well? From what I was told, there was a vote that included students and guardians at both Night Raven College and Royal Sword Academy, as well as the residents of Sage's Island. They voted to accept you as a high-risk magical disaster grade specimen. I forgot that he has now a very long title. I mean, to be fair, all that most of them know is that they went to sleep for a little bit and then they woke up. So if that is the extent of the harm that he did to them, that's not really all that much by comparison to some other things like the Fire Lotuses, right? So to anyone outside of NRC that didn't know what was happening, the only thing that they lost is probably like a couple days. Because presumably, like, anybody that had fish or all the food would have been fine based on what Malleus was doing. So, like, realistically, I think the thorns went away, though, afterwards, right? I thought they were magically conjured, so I thought that they magically disappeared. Am I completely wrong about that? If they didn't go away, then yeah, it'd be annoying, but I thought that they went away. Rollo doing as I told you dance. Fair, I suppose. I suppose. They disappeared when everyone woke up. Okay. That's what I thought. So again, realistically, they got a really nice nap out of it, and that was kind of it. So for Royal Sword especially, they're all goody two-shoes and have hope in everybody and all that good nonsense. So it doesn't surprise me that they would vote yes, and it also doesn't surprise me that the residents would vote yes, because they really weren't that inconvenienced. It was more the rest of the world that knew what was happening and knew what was coming for them that I think would have more gripes, right? Because they were more afraid, but... yeah, like, exactly. RSA students are like, oh, how nice of him to give us a quick nap. Exactly. Of course, there'll be some restrictions, and whether you actually go back is up to you and your guardian. They're actually forgiving me? After all I've done? I don't think they've forgiven you. It's more of a lucky break that the locals are pretty much used to troublemakers causing magical disasters by now. So if we didn't have all the previous overblots, then Malleus would not have been able to go back to school. Gosh, it's gotta be like living in Gotham City, right? You gotta have like Batman insurance and Joker insurance and like all that kind of stuff, right? Because of all the craziness that goes down, but like you live in Gotham and you love Gotham, so like at a certain point, it just becomes regular life, right? Royal Sword Academy is full of gullible saps. And a lot of students at Night Raven College just don't want people to think they're terrified of you. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, sure. Yeah, actually, that makes sense. How can I even begin to express my gratitude? Allow me to speak from the heart, Edea. I truly want to thank you as well. Please don't start with that. I've already heard enough apologies and thank yous from you guys to give me indigestion. And as far as me and Sticks are concerned, you've been humoring us so much it basically evens out all the trouble you caused for us before. Anyway, just to confirm, are you both going back to school? Oh, there's so many dots. Oh, he's pausing. Oh, he's thinking real hard. Uh-oh. Malleus? I mean, you don't have to decide today. I get why you'd be on the fence. I sure didn't want to go back to school after I overblotted. I'm sure it was the same for the other guys, too. That's true. He does have camaraderie. He does have camaraderie, so... There's awkwardness, guilt, not to mention feeling generally pathetic. Okay, all right, hold on, hold the phone. Hold the phone. We had stills of Vil. We had stills of Jamil. But the last three guys, I don't even get to choose whether or not I stay on them. They just flip through into a riddle. What if I wanted to stay on Azul game? What if I wanted to stay on him? Ay. For my part, I finally collected a CG of you bawling your eyes out, only to feel bad when I actually got it. But I feel a little better after collecting a CG of you hunched up after getting yelled at, plus the pathetic look on your face just today. For as timid as you seem, you have quite the personality, Edia. I am still a Night Raven college student and a house ward. That's not helping, Edie. I mean, he's right, but that's not helping, buddy. Come on now. Okay, so we'll put the school question on the back burner for now. Today, we're gonna start rehab so you can go back to your lives as they were before all this. Aw, that's lovely. That's sweet of them. That's a good time. Thank you. Super rare. I can only wonder what this is about. Rehab? Yeah. The Styx Institute of Magic Science ensures magical lives are safe to explore. Aftercare is an essential part of ensuring an overblotter can return to society. You don't want a scenario like exams are all done, you're free to go, only for peeps to go turbo blot once they're on their own. Basically, we have to make triple and quadruple sure that it's safe to let you guys return to your original environment. Alright, I understand. What will we be doing then? Well, after conducting detailed examinations, we learned that your magical wavelengths are actually very similar. Oh, I wonder how that happened. Oh, that's so weird, Edia. Man, that's so it's almost like someone's responsible for hatching Malleus. It's almost like Malleus got most of his magic from a certain someone. That's so odd. That's so odd that that would be the case, Edia. How could this have possibly happened? They are. Why are you surprised? Lilia, you of all people, why are you surprised? You're the one that hatched him. Why are you surprised? Yep, they might as well be from the same person. Yeah, gee golly, mister, I have no idea how this happened. I have no idea how this could have possibly happened. Impossible. We may both be Fae, but I'm a bat. Malleus is a dragon. But you gave... Oh my gosh. Oh my... You gave him all... Why does no one understand how this works? Why? Ah! Yeah, family members don't have to share the same magical signature, but the way that the dragon egg is hatched, right? The way the dragon egg is hatched is that the dragon egg absorbs magic from the environment. So if you're absorbing magic from the mother and the father in the environment, and you're doing that on a daily basis, you're like, if you're eating chicken and beans and rice, right? you have a more varied diet, you would end up becoming like having a magical signature, right? I presume because Malleus only ate magic out of Lilia, that it would make him have a very, very similar thing as Lilia, because the only source he really took from was Lilia. I know they're probably gonna explain it, because obviously they're not just gonna let me come here and speculate. But I love speculating, guys. This is my favorite thing to do, is just completely throw out my theories before the game plays. Come on, guys. I gotta rage bait you a little bit every now and again. Yes, that's correct. In fact, magic circuits are never identical, even between biological relatives, like fingerprints. And so we looked into potential causes. We checked your data against what was in the arcane health evaluations you got when enrolling in NRC. What we found was that Malleus's wavelength was mostly unchanged. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. So instead of it being Malleus ate Lilia's magic, it's Lilia's now eaten Malleus's magic. Got it. Got it. I see. I see. So I was kind of right. I was basically right, but backwards. I still feel validated. I still feel validated. Mine? I don't feel particularly strange or out of sorts, though. And couldn't it simply be that excessive exposure to my magic has caused a temporary change in his? Explaining how magic works to a fae feels like talking down to a professional in their own field, but magical energy doesn't have subdivisions or traits like blood types. That's why it's possible to inject magical energy into other people or magical artifacts through brute force. Uh-huh. Like what I did for Schoenheit. Exactly. Yeah, you shared magic with him and it was totally fine. Exactly. But even though you used magical energy from your own reserves, Vil's magic is still Vil's. Traits emerge after energy passes through the wielder's magic circuits and subsequently gets outputted as magic. That's not what's happening with Lilia, though. His magical output is very close to being Malleus's magic. How strange. What causes that? We haven't pinpointed the exact cause, but I can give Styx's general opinion. Yeah, he absorbed it. That's what happened, I see. Maybe the immense amount of magical energy stored in Malleus's horn and the mystery Mage Stone Silver was holding had some kind of reaction. That would make sense. I kind of forgot that the Mage Stone was there, to be honest. And that altered Lilia's magic circuits. And that ring, what manner of power did it hold? And the Mage Stone embedded in Silver's ring shattered and lost its magical energy. So we're presently investigating what kind of power that stone had and how it worked. You claim that magic circuits are like fingerprints and no two sets are identical, is my understanding, correct? Yeah, this is all purely hypothetical, but I'll share the most prevailing opinion among the analysis team so far. They suspect the magic circuits that ran through Malleus's horn actually overwrote Lilia's. Oh, interesting. Huh. Interesting. Overwrote? That's weird. Is that even clearly it happened, so like clearly it's possible. I've never heard of such a thing myself. There's no precedent for it in human history. There's some mentions in Briar Valley, but we haven't found any known cases that are an exact fit for what's happened here. The point is, it's absolutely a super rare case. Which is why we want detailed data from both of you. You both is how it is written, but I said both of you because that's cooler. The more you can get, the better it will be for us as well. It will be a long time indeed before Malleus's horn fully regrows. Oh, so it can just regrow. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I think they talked about that in book 7, maybe. Possibly. Potentially. I don't know. Any advice we can receive from experts will make his life that much easier. Great, then let's get started on the tests. Show them both to the sim room. Yeah, it's gonna take like 1,000 years for it to grow back, I'm sure. Subjects H and I we could not have picked any other letters. It had to be H and I. I is gonna trip me up so much. It couldn't be like J and K, L and M. It couldn't be any of the H and I. Just H and I. Okay, I know they're continuing for the other guys, but they could have skipped I. They do spell high, but it's good. I'm gonna get so confused. Subjects H and I have entered the simulation room with the Charon escort. All subjects have been equipped with testing gear. Instruments calibrated, ready to collect data. Commencing recording at 1300. Testing 1, 2. This is the control room. Do you read me? I do indeed read you. Oh, Malleus is slowly getting used to the lingo. Look at him with his little quotations. This technology never ceases to amaze me. Our equipment's changed. Even the textures I touch feel real. I can imagine how intense it would be to play an FPS or some other game with this VR headset. Dude, Lilia plays FPSs? Anyway, back to the test. Oh, wait till you find out, buddy. Wait till you find out. Wait till you find out, man. Wait till you find... Please, don't tell me. Don't tell me. But I have a feeling Edie is gonna find out that somebody's muscle red at the end of this. Let's start with you, Malleus. Could you try using ice magic at full power? Keep channeling it until I say to stop. Are you certain? If I use my magic at full power, I could destroy your entire facility. I mean, you used to be able to do that. I don't know if you can still do that, but... Never underestimate Styx technology. We've been imprisoning phantoms since the age of gods. Don't hold back on our account. I mean, that's also true. To be fair, that's also true. Yeah, I conveniently forgot that they also are experts at being able to contain magical powers. So, that's fair. Ah, congrats on getting back into Twist today. Congrats. Very well, then. Ooh, it's snowing. Oh, it's really snowing. Oh, okay. My. Fluctuations detected in Subject H's magical output. Rate of fluctuation exceeding control values. Ooh, uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. Oh, poor boy's having a headache, huh? My head. Oh, now it's rain. Oh, now it's lightning. Drat. It's like back when I first took on bipedal form. I can't regulate my power properly. Malleus, are you alright? Oh. What's this? When you touch me, I can feel my discomfort evaporating. Oh, they're linked. Oh, they're super linked. Oh, no, they're really linked now. Okay. Subject H's magical output and fluctuation rate are both within control value range. He's stable. Lilia equals new horn. Pretty much. Pretty much. Just as I predicted. Magic is heavily influenced by one's mental state, but psychological effects alone wouldn't explain fluctuations this big. Next, I'd like you to channel your magic through Lilia's magic circuits. Oh, wait a minute! Wait, this makes so much more sense now as to why Malleus and Lilia did the thing they did at the end of book 7. Because Malleus had to channel it through Lilia, or had to, like, help Lilia do his spell, right? Oh, this makes so much more sense! Oh, okay, I see. He's not the magical pen. But I think what happened is that Malleus's circuit got split. So when we revived Lilia, like, part of Malleus's circuit went to Lilia, right? So now he kind of needs Lilia to have a complete circuit. Not so much that Lilia is the Mage Stone, because you can cast magic without the Mage Stone. But Lilia is the piece that allows him to cast properly, right? So that's, I think, what's happening. I think that's the more true versus him just being the object that absorbs the blot. I think that's so, like, it's the horn. Yeah, he's literally that part of Malleus's magical circuit. So, like, you can't flip the lights on without completing the circuit, right? That's how the electricity goes from, like, the ground wires to the light bulb. So Lilia is essentially the light switch, I think. So when Lilia is there, you're able to complete the circuit. When Lilia's not there, it's hard, and the stuff can't get where it needs to go. It's a lot harder for Malleus to use it because he doesn't have that piece. So I think that's where this is going. I think that's also probably why Lilia needed Malleus to cast his spell as well. Because I wonder if Lilia has been completely rewired to be that part of the circuit, then that would also imply that Lilia needs the rest of the circuit to also do as well. So even though Lilia feels good, he may not be. Okay, so I'm interested to see if that's also true. But yeah, having 2 light switches and having them both on makes the light. Yeah, exactly. So he's like the last piece to properly. Exactly. The last piece to properly route the energy to be what it needs to be. Yeah. Interesting. Okie dokie. Are you up for that, Malleus? I've never done that before, but I'll try. For sure. I hate to ask this of you as a first-timer, but this will be a more challenging feat of magic than just generating ice. Remove just the accumulated snow without using feet. Okay, hold on. Let me go back and then hopefully be able to read. Oh, I'm glad that my explanation makes sense. I'm glad that I could provide some clarity. But yeah, that's how I envision it working. Is just it's a light switch situation. Also, hello. Welcome in. All right, remove just the accumulated snow without using fire or heat and without damaging any buildings or plants. All right, Lilia, your hand. Here. Snows, depart to the skies once more. Wow, okay, it worked. That's fantastic. My word. You weren't one of the top 5 mages in the world for nothing. You nailed that challenging spell first try. Well, what's the observation data? Subject H's magical output and fluctuation rate are both within control value range. He's extremely stable. I feel no discomfort or pain when using magic. It's like how it was before my horn broke. Yeah, because Lilia's the horn. Lilia's literally the horn. Oh, man. You know, it's funny. It makes sense. If any way that they were gonna do this, I feel like this is a lot more complicated, but a lot more reasonable of a way for this to happen. But dang, he's gonna get bullied so much because he needs someone to literally hold his hand. I don't know if he'd get bullied. I think there's definitely gonna be rumors, but I don't think he's gonna get bullied. Because if people are way too afraid to say no to let him back into school, I don't think they're gonna be like, you have to hold your daddy's hand. I don't think they're gonna do that. They might do it in private, but they're definitely not gonna say it to his face. There's no way. Also, even if they did, Malleus would be like, so, and this is my surrogate father. Why would it be embarrassing to hold hands? And then they have no leg to stand on. Because when you claim the thing that they're trying to make fun of you for, then they don't have anything to make fun of anymore because it's not going how they wanted it to go. So oh yeah, true, yeah. Yeah, Leona absolutely will. Absolutely will. Absolutely will. Absolutely will. What is Fiery Bat? What? I guess the ship Fiery Bat? I do. It's either Edio or Riddle for fire, and then Bat would have to be Lilia, right? Possibly. Till later in the book, bullying values equals death wish. True. The best person to do this on is Bat. My oh my. I'm glad you're having fun with the game. Also, thank you for subscribing. Also glad to have you here. But I'm glad that you're enjoying Twist. I'm glad. Do your parents not hold your hands? Yeah, exactly. Leona's just jealous he can't hold Malleus's hand. True. Oh man. Oh, okay, we don't get the revelation now. Sure, fine. So in essence, I become your external magic energy regulator. Lilia's the light switch. Man, that is so funny. It would seem I'll require your aid to perform any grand feats of magic like I could before. I've gone from being the dragon's hand to being the dragon's horn tip. What a state of affairs. You know what? I don't know which is better. I really don't know if he got an upgrade or a downgrade in terms of title. I don't know. Also, hello. Welcome in. I guess they would share a room, or they're just hanging out for a little bit. I can't imagine they're being as, like, segregated as the other Overblock kiddos were, because you get, like, Leona and Vil in a room, or Leona and Jamil, or Jamil and Riddle, or, like, any of them getting into a room with each other is going to end up being bad. Because they're going to scheme, and then they're going to get out, and then it's going to be a problem. But they've been so cooperative, I don't see why they can't hang out and have sleepovers, you know? I love that Malleus hasn't asked where the circuit is. I think he has a general understanding of some things. Like, he's definitely been exposed to electricity for long enough that he would understand the concept, I'm sure. They'd bicker like children. Technically an upgrade with a negative outcome, true. Fair. And that means that in the time it takes for your horn to grow back, you can regulate your magic in spite of your inexperience. If anything, this works out quite nicely. That was what grandmother told me. At the time, I thought she was referencing my weakened magic, but could she have actually understood what was happening? She's always been a cunning old Lilia? Lilia? Lilia, in front of her grandson, no less. In front of her grandson. My. I mean, sagacious and insightful queen. At any rate, it sounds like I won't be able to retire from being your chaperone anytime soon. I'm sorry. You wanted to be free from the Draconia family, from me. It won't be feasible right away, but I'll persuade grandmother over time, and I think you've misunderstood something. I wasn't leaving because I wanted to be free from you. What? Malleus, how did you come to that conclusion? Oh, I know how he came to the conclusion. I know how he got there. Because Malleus was like, I can make sure Grandma doesn't bother you if you just want to go home. And Lilia was like, nah, fam, I'm good. So Malleus was like, okay, he doesn't want to be with us anymore. That was not the takeaway you were supposed to have, Mal. Aw, poor baby boy. Poor baby boy. Man. Not even immorality. Uh-oh. Oh, immortality. It said immortality, not immorality. Immortality? Wait, did it say immortality or immorality? Am I going insane? Mortality? So it is immortality. Okay. I was like, that's a really weird thing to say immorality in the context of this particular scene that is happening. Immortality. Thank you. Oh, my. Also, hello, Lilia. Welcome in. Oh, man. I thought you were being forced to remain because Grandmother ordered it. Her Majesty asked me to stay, certainly. But a bigger reason was obviously that I wanted to watch you boys grow. If my magical reserves hadn't run dry, I would have loved to graduate school. I wanted to see Silver's coming of age, Sebek officially enlisting in the Royal Guard. And your coronation, of course. Truly? Of course he did! Mal! Malleus! Especially after you saw what happened in his dream. Come on now, Mal. Come on. There's no... Wow. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. you did miss a lot of ooh-woos. So apparently YouTube has this new thing where for me, it'll auto-translate people's texts. So when people would say ooh-woo, it would translate literally to the word this. It was bizarre. It was also translating people saying hi to hello, or like hello to it was just like translating random words into the exact same word. It was really annoying. But I got it turned off thanks to the lovely chatters in chat. And then 7.5 stuff, so. That's true. Yeah, Malleus only did see part of the dream. That's fair. Fair. Whoa, not so loud. Then why did you speak of going to the land of the Red Dragon all alone? Such a sudden declaration came as a shock to everyone. It was also deeply saddening. It brought Silver to tears. Ugh, look, I wasn't expecting to lose my magic so suddenly. Yeah? Back in my Oh, I love this music. Back in my active duty days, it was considered exemplary conduct for those who couldn't fight to bow out gracefully. Aw, Lilia! Lilia, it is immortality? Okay, good. Oh, my. Otherwise, they'd be dead weight that slowed down those still combat-worthy. They'd impede the entire war effort. You speak of a state of affairs from centuries ago. Those days are long past. I know, that mentality is outdated and wrong. But human lives are so very short. From our Fae perspective, they have but a mere moment to freely enjoy themselves. And he would undoubtedly use that entire fleeting moment just for me. I wanted to do whatever it took to prevent that. Aww. Oh, Lilia, that's so sweet. Oh, that's so sweet. Malleus is not impressed. Now, of course, I've gotten my power back through some bizarre twist of fate, so it seems I won't be imposing on Silver for a while yet. I suppose this must be what they call a blessing in disguise. Boy, what a lucky break for me. I understand your desire to avoid imposing on Silver, but why didn't you tell me? What kind of king would I be if I didn't lend an ear to listen to my friend's woes? I wish you would have consulted with me. Fred! Lilia, I hate to break it to you, but you literally birthed him. What? Oh, are you not? Are you upset that he's not calling you like father? Why are you so shocked? Sorry, when you put it that way. Oh man. Bro, yeah, they really are bad at communicating, huh? It feels like there's this unspoken thing from them, but like, why should age matter between two people both enjoying their salad? What is a salad day? Wait, is that a thing? Oh my gosh, it's a Shakespearean idiom. It's an actual thing. It's an actual thing. Oh my gosh, it's an actual thing. I have never heard that before. Salad days is a Shakespearean idiom referring to a period of carefree innocence, idealism, and pleasure associated with youth. The modern day use describes a heyday, when a person is/was at the peak of their abilities, while not necessarily a youth. According to Wikipedia. What? That's so cool. I had no idea that that was an actual thing. I thought that was a typo. And I was like, that's a really weird typo because I have no idea what you would have put there instead of salad. But it's, oh, there's salad days together. Oh no, there was an ad as I was explaining. Basically, it's a Shakespearean idiom saying like your youthful days or like your peak. Your peak time, more or less. Aww. Why are you laughing? I'm angry, you know. You never told me you were the one who hatched me from my egg either. Yeah, this conversation had to happen too. Absolutely, absolutely. Well, if I told you about that, it would lead to all sorts of topics that are difficult to talk about. You also lied to me about Silver's origins. Did you think I would do something to him if I knew the truth? I know you wouldn't, but it would be cruel to ask someone of your background to love him, a human. Once Silver learns more of the outside world at Night Raven College, he's bound to leave the forest and return to the human realm. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Why would he do that? Why would he do that? I mean, unless he found some like really cool job or something, but like, oh, hello, welcome in, Sandwich, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, Silver's not, exactly, he's not a bird. He's not a wild animal you can release back into the wild. I thought ignorance would be better for everyone involved. Obviously, I know that ship sailed now, of course. It would be a lie to claim my feelings aren't conflicted after hearing the truth. When he was an infant, I was puzzled why you had adopted such an unsightly creature. I mean, fair. Human babies are not that cute, especially when they're really little. Like, when they just pop out, they're kind of like a little bean. Like a wrinkly bean. It's only later that they become cute. You gotta give them like a week or two. You gotta give them a little bit of time to sort themselves out. But oh wait, are we getting backstory? Before my very eyes, he grew up, learned to speak, and brazenly declared he would become a knight and protect you and me. Sebek soon joined him, and I began to find your house was full of clamor no matter when I chose to visit. It was noisy and dirty there, but still I couldn't stop myself from sneaking away from the castle chamberlains and venturing to your home. Aw, yeah, cause it's a home. Because it's lived in, because there's life, because there's energy, because there's all sorts of stuff that you were probably missing at the castle. I could hardly come to hate him now, after all this time. I see. Lilia, I would like to return to Night Raven College. Dun dun dun! Children of man may be individually weak, but they drew upon their knowledge and joined forces to slay my mother and break my horn. I mean, yeah, fair enough. We didn't have to talk about that first part again. I have much and more to learn about their collective strength. If I study that without looking down upon it, I could undoubtedly become a stronger, wiser ruler than my mother or grandmother. Wouldn't you agree? You're completely right. Besides, it's probably for the best to take shelter at school until Queen Maleficent's... Oh, until her snappiness has abated a bit. Oh my, you know what? You're not wrong though. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. There was one time I gave my mom a heart attack. Because where we used to live, there was like woods and we lived up at like the top of a hill, right? So most of the time when I got back from school, I would walk up the driveway and like walk through the woods, right? But there was one day my mom was so mad at me and she was like, just wait till you get home, that sort of thing. That I was like, screw it. I'm not going home. I'm gonna live in the woods. So I just sat in the woods for a couple of hours doing my homework and stuff. Not really thinking through the logistics of how I was going to live in the woods and how I was still going to attend school and do all the things. And then after a few hours, I was like, yeah, never mind. This doesn't make any sense. I guess I should go back home. I'm kind of hungry because I was a child. And of course, that was what was going to happen. But my mom was terrified because it was a couple hours that I was missing. And the bus driver had said that they dropped me off. My mom had like called the police. She had done a whole bunch of stuff because I was just gone. Because I was just hanging out in the woods. So looking back on it at this point, so she was so mad. So mad. Because one, she thought that I was gone. And then two, I got back and she was like, now I have to call the police again and tell them that you're here. Call the school, let them know that you're alive. Yeah, it was not a good time. It was even worse, one would say, than if I had just gone home. So that was a really fun time. But I totally get it, Lilia. I totally get it. It's basically the same thing. It's basically the same thing, man. Hiding from Queen Maleficent, me hiding in the woods for a couple hours, you know. It's how it goes. It's how it goes. Indeed, even the thought of returning to Briar Valley now terrifies me. Not even immortality could save me from that. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. Yep. Aw, look at them. Look at them bonding. What a good time. What a good time. I admit feeling slightly awkward at the idea of returning to school, but I'll take that over grandmother's lightning. You're not wrong. Both of us owe an apology and our gratitude to the children of man who stopped you. Agreed, and that holds especially true for Silver and Sebek. I must ensure they receive a properly fantastic reward. But it would hardly be fun to merely bestow rewards. This calls for something far more special. Aha! A fine idea comes to mind. A fine idea, I know just the treat to give everyone. Will you hear my proposal, Lilia? Oh, so they're talking about giving them the armor and the dancing in the castle. Oh my. And we have the lovely music back. My. Of course, they can't tell us. They can't tell us. Uh-oh. Mr. Krabs is in NRC apparently. My goodness, my gracious me, oh my. Well, she sent an essay based on a drone show yesterday. It's 7:39 and you have to go to bed at 8:30. Uh-oh. Oh, you better write fast. you better write fast or read fast. My. And that concludes your examinations. Oh, yeah, and that makes sense that they would have to examine everybody else. That's true. That's true. That's true. And thank you for your cooperation. Sure thing. Thank you, too. Yeah, everyone would have to get checked out to make sure that they're all okay after all the giant magic stuff that happened with Malleus. Alright, I gotta go turn on a light. I will be right back. And I also wanted a beverage. So we're all good now. Whew, that was intense. Ah, Trey, Riddle. Hey, Cater. Since you're coming out of the nurse's office, I'm guessing you're done with your examinations? Yep. Are you guys on your way back from meeting with the head mage? Oh. Yeah, I guess there's a lot of stuff you kind of have to do in between, man. No, that was the can opening. That was my can of seltzer opening. You guys wouldn't have heard the light switch. I opened a can. I went and turned on the light. And then my lamp is on top of a little mini fridge. And then I opened the mini fridge and I got out a can of seltzer because I've been talking a lot and I need some hydration. And I used to have the noise filter thingy on in OBS, and those sorts of noises wouldn't go through. But then I would cut out all the time. And I think literally me just turning that filter off, I think has saved the cutouts. And now you can hear me when I laugh. And you can also, unfortunately as a side effect, hear when I open cans of seltzer. So. True. Yes, the Beck hasn't blessed us with hydration yet. Yeah. Yes, we discussed Malleus and Lilia's return, but there was also much to discuss about the interscholastic games coming up in early June. When does school end for these kids? When does it end in June? Because they started in the fall. And if they're going, I feel like high schools usually end in June, right? We're having another in June? We're getting another thing in June? Oh, right. Always one thing after another. Not school all year round, I suppose. Oh, if it's British, it's June or July. Interesting, huh? Yeah, it's based off of the, I think it's based off the British calendar, the British school. British high school, British academies, British whatever. We've had this conversation once before, but I have no idea when they let out. In the US, it's usually June. Probably, usually June, and then you go back in September. Unless you're in college, if you're in university. When you're in uni, you get out in May, and you go back in August. Basically September, because it's the very end of August. And it depends also on your uni, because if I always had to go back, a couple weeks early in August, because I was an RA. So I had to get there before everyone else got there, and then I had to prepare the dorm and do all that sort of stuff. And then you have the freshmen, if you were in a freshman dorm, they would be there early. Because freshmen have a separate orientation before everyone else gets there. So, yeah. All that good stuff. So, September to July is what Google says for British schools? Okay. Alright, then it's not that crazy that they have another sports game in July. That's fair. August is usually just finals for you in Canadian university. So when do you start in Canada, then? Ooh, excuse me. If August is finals, then when does your school year start? I'm now very excited to know. School ends when it's convenient for the plot. Fair. Yeah, you know what? Fair. Fair is fair is fair. Canada is September, so you have finals in August and then you start in September, so you don't get a break? Am I not understanding properly? Am I not understanding? Because that seems like you're at school all year. If you start in September but end in August. And this event? What do you mean this event? Hey guys, I see you all talking about book 8. Can we please not? Can we please not? Because at the very beginning of stream, I talked about not doing that, and we have this lovely thing on screen that says no JP main story or event story spoilers in chat, please. I would very much appreciate it if we did not talk about book 8, please. Or any JP spoilers, please. A lot of y'all have been here before and should know better. I'm seeing some of the people mentioning book 8 should know better than to mention book 8. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. I appreciate the huge amount of support Styx has provided, examining everyone on the island for magical disaster after effects. But it's kind of hard to relax with those imposing troops marching around campus. Deosomnia's still off limits too. They even wrapped up the Deosomnia mirror in the Hall of Mirrors with yellow tape. No, they did not put police line do not cross on the mirror. Then where did all the students go? Where did all the students go? Yeah, I understand that some of you are speculating, but some of you actually know. And if it gets talked about, then people... I cannot tell what is and is not speculation. So if I'm just reading stuff that says, in book 8, this is going to happen, the only thing I can assume is that it's a spoiler. And I don't want things spoiled for me, and I don't want things spoiled for other people. So if we could please not talk about things regarding book 8. I know you said something about book 3. Someone literally put book 8 in their text, and then other people were still talking about it. So, I just kindly request that we keep speculation out of things while we're talking about main story content. If we want to speculate after the story is done, that's fine, but if y'all start speculating about the future things while I'm reading the current things, I cannot tell if it's speculation or if it's spoiler. So if we could please keep things. And take care of yourself, nerd. I hope you feel better. Yeah, I don't know where the Deosomnia students are going. I have absolutely no idea where they're going. Book 8 is canceled. We just go straight to Book Banana. I see. Interesting. Khalid took them to party at Scrabia. Probably. I mean, they could go to Ramshackle because Ramshackle had a bunch of open rooms. So I assume that could be the case. Potentially. They had to get evacuated if the mirror that has their dorm has yellow tape that says keep out, then there's no way that they're staying in the dorm. Oh my. Yeah, I hear it's still got such a heavy magical energy density that it's hazardous to humans. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, they really can't be in there then. They literally cannot be in there. Is it because Malleus's horn broke? That guy's seriously on a whole other level. Styx and mages from Briar Valley have that matter in hand. The head mage claims that restrictions should be lifted in a matter of days. And Lils and Malleus haven't come back to school yet either. Man, I just want things to get back to normal. Edie has also been missing a lot of school with how much he has to do at Styx. To be fair, in Edia's case, he barely shows up to class in person to begin with. You know what? That is fair. That is very fair. Yeah, true. Yeah, true. Well, I want to ask him more details about the books I read in the dream, so I'd much prefer things to return to normal soon. Are you talking about the technomatic engineering manuals you read when you were keeping Malleus out of Edia's room? Oh, yeah, so they all have had time to, like, debrief and talk to each other, huh? Well, that's exciting. That's exciting. My, oh my, oh my. Yes, the school's library has similar books. But they were all less detailed than the ones from Edia's dream. Their explanations were more vaguely written. The books Edia had were neatly indexed so I could jump immediately to what I wanted to read. The text was clear and concise with no ambiguity. They were quite well written. Why didn't I think to note the authors? Riddle! Buddy, if you know the titles, can't you find them? Hey, Trey, those books Riddle read were part of Edia's dream, right? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah, Riddle might be looking for something Edia created from his own imagination, yeah. Riddle is literally like, where are the books? And Edia's like, that was my brain. I'm so sorry. Oh, man. I'd believe it from the maverick genius himself. If Riddle learned the truth, I'd bet he'd corner Edia and force him to write those books immediately. Oh, my goodness, my gracious. What have we here? Oh, the freshman. Lightning pierce the stormy skies. Living bolt. Your trump card is mine now. Joker's wild. Oh? Ah, Sebek and Ace have switched spell script structures. All right, here goes. Living bolt. It is Mr. Krabs. It is him. Oh my gosh. Oh, fine. Oh, you're telling me this spell comes with its user's glaring inexperience? Yeah. Yeah, valid, absolutely valid. Hey, what do you mean, glaring inexperience? It's you who's inexperienced, not me! If you want evidence, look no further than the fact that you're standing there paralyzed after barely moving 30 centimeters. Ace's spiky hair got even spikier. When he tried to swipe my signature spell, he just got all hairy like... No, Debs, what? No, Debs. We got a buff apple sprite, but we can't get a fuzzy Ace sprite. Come on, Debs, come on. We can't get cousin Ace. Was there too much of a copyright infringement? Is that what was happening? And when he tried to use my Crimson Slumber spell on me, he trapped Deuce instead, when Deuce was standing right behind me. I'm starting to think it was pure luck that he pulled it off against our boss in the dream. Okay, I've heard just about enough out of you big-mouthed jerks. I thought I'd gotten a handy signature spell that let me bang out powerful magic. You've only just learned it, right? What do you think you're doing? Uh-oh. I know that voice. Uh-oh. Night Raven College School Code Article 6. Fighting between students is strictly prohibited on campus. If you're violating the rules, I will have all of your heads. It's not what you think, House Warden Riddle. We have a good reason for this. We do indeed. We do indeed. My. A sneaky one. Ooh, a sneaky. My, oh my, oh my. They're saving Fuzzy Ace for Book 8's paid DLC. True. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, at least he was practicing instead of doing other stuff. Ah, okay, so you're all helping Ace train with his signature spell. Thanks for helping out one of our freshmen. I mean, I heard Ace had gotten a cool signature spell, so I just wanted to see what all the fuss was about. So don't read anything into it, because I'm not here to help train him. Uh-huh, sure, Jackaboy, sure. And the paid DLC was a joke, guys. There was a /J. It was a joke. It was a joke, guys. Please. It's alright. Yeah, I don't think that they would add paid DLC. That doesn't make any sense for their business model. They make way more money just off of the gacha to begin with. If they added a paid DLC, it would cut down on their user base, and then they wouldn't have as many people playing or spending on the gacha, and then their profits would tank harder. I would assume that to be the case, at least in my brain. That seems to make a lot of sense. But yeah, exactly. Both Cater and Deuce know. Yeah, Torbeck, sure. Oh man, likewise for me. Since his spell is a sneaky one that lets him rob others' spells, I was simply trying to ensure it was properly controlled. And in fact, he failed to use my spell when he stole it. Rob, how rude. Joker's Wild just switches one spell with another. I'm not robbing people. It exchanges a spell of mine with a spell from the target. That's it. What a tricky spell. That's neat. But you have to have a read on the cards in the opponent's hand to accurately make the switch. That increases the spell's difficulty level by a considerable degree. Quiet in the courtyard! Why? Why are we... You're yelling now, Riddle. Why are you yelling? I understand that you weren't fighting and that you were conducting magical training. However, doing that here still constitutes a breach of etiquette. For sure, you freshies don't have perfect control over your magic yet. What if you accidentally hit some passerby and injure them? That'd be a huge mess. Sorry? If you want to do training with magic, you should do it in our dorm's rose maze. It's a little cramped for spell slinging, but if you ask Riddle, he could order the roses to make some space for you. Order the roses? All of the roses in Heartstable's maze are magical plants. The roses can reconfigure the maze's layout via orders from the House Warden. Isn't that right, Trey Clover? Yeah, I'm impressed you remembered that after we only went over it once, Ortho. I mean, it's not that bad. Oh goodness, is the chat full of spoilers? Diosomnia is based on Sleeping Beauty. How could you? How could you spoil that for everybody? Silver's a pretty boy. Oh no! Oh no! You ate Riddle's tar. I don't know if that's a spoiler. I think that's just a thing that you did. I think Riddle's gonna end up having your head for that one. Yeah, the roses being sentient to an extent also puts into perspective the overblot as well. Because when Riddle was overblotting, he was still able to command the roses. He was still recognized by the roses as the leader, as the queen, even when he was overblotting. So that's kind of fun. Kind of fun, in a way. I also haven't forgotten that you told me I'm welcome to come visit. Ooh, the maze layout changes? Cool! Diosomnia has magical plants, too! Aight, Sebek. Say your piece. They're the briars that Malleus ordered to imprison you all in the dark. Okay, maybe don't have said that piece. You're right, we have our very first Sippy! My goodness, my gracious, Sippy! So for anyone not initiated in the Sebexippies, we play a couple of different hydration games on stream sometimes. One of the hydration games, the inaugural hydration game, is Sebek's Sippy game. So anytime that Sebek says, Malleus, my liege, references Malleus in some sort of way, or says et al, or refers to other people in Latin, then we take a little sippy of a hydrating beverage, and it's very important that it is a hydrating beverage because we get a lot of these back to back. We also have a sippy game for Rook for Jade, and we have a snack game for Scully. And then I think we started a chipmunk game or a cater game for the chippy event, but yeah. So that is the thing. So we have our very first mention of Malleus out of Sebek's mouth, which means, oh, excuse me, we have a Sebek Sippy. Yeah, the et al was so funny. So I can't wait to replay that event this year. I can't wait for Nightmare to be back. Why are you bragging about that? Talk about creepy. I wanted to practice on the down low since the house warden would nitpick if he found out. He's literally standing right there. He's literally right there, buddy. Buddy boy. I'm standing right here, you know. You must be quite eager to lose your head. Now, House Warden, training to take full ownership of his spell is laudable. You're not fooling me, AC. You just wanted to get a handle on it in private so you could get a bunch of props later, right? Right? Now, why would you guys lay off and make us would you guys lay off and make us a space in the maze already? Wait, Riddle was T-posing? Wait. Was his model actually T-posing in that previous scene? Like, it clearly wasn't here, but did he used to? Is there video evidence? Is there visual evidence of him T-posing? I've never seen the models T-pose. It's somewhere in the Discord? No, it was a stock standing. Oh, okay, so it was just, okay, I see. So he was just standing there menacingly? Is that what had happened? Is that what we got? Is that all it was? I see. It was just more of him just like sit. Okay. Gotcha. He was more like A-posing. Got it. I was about to say, I don't think they have the arms up because they're not like a full 3D model. So that would have been wild to see. But so he was just standing. He was just standing there menacingly. I see. Got it. Yeah, I've not been paying attention to the story channel specifically because I didn't want spoilers. So that would make sense as to why I didn't know. Alright, cool. Oh, so your signature spell lets you swap your own magic for someone else's. That's amazing. It'll be one powerful spell once you master it. Right? But it's pretty tricky to actually use. I can't use shapeshifting magic like Jack, even if I swap in his spell. And the thing about Unleash the Beast is that it's something I can only use because of my wolf ancestry. Oh, that makes sense. I see. Got it. Because he's part... Okay. Interesting. So your signature spell evokes your ancestors' traits from your genetic information. Does that mean it's a reversion spell rather than a shape-shifting spell? Yes, sir. So when Ace used it, he didn't turn into a wolf. He just got all hairy. I still want to see this sprite, man. I still want to see hairy Ace. Man, he's just gonna look like Cousin It. He's gonna look like a ginger Cousin It. That's all. Actually, is Cousin It like a brunette? Or is Cousin It a ginger? Cousin It is a ginger. Okay, so he's literally just going to be Cousin It. Okay. For some reason in my brain, I thought Cousin It was a brunette, but they are... Are they? They're ginger. Some of the photos, they look like a ginger, and some of the photos, they look blonde, and in some of the photos, they look brunette. So I don't know. But regardless, it would have been very funny. Regardless, it would be super fun. How do the beastmen ancestors turn from animals into beastmen? I don't think we know. I don't know that we know. I see. Oh, I see. Thank you. If you want to, that would be helpful, because then I could see it in the Discord. But I'm sure I could just go back to the main event page and be fine. Oh yeah, he could turn into an ape then, I suppose. Maybe. Red guy? I don't know what that is. It was funny seeing him all fuzzy. Not that he could hold a candle to my luxurious coat. Waiting for that spell to wear off was the worst. Well, you know what they say. Failure's the mother of success and all. Did you have any other hairy experiences? Oh, don't hug me, I'm scared. Gotcha, thank you. Prehistoric Ace. Sebek's signature spell shifts his body into a completely different form of matter. For spells like that, even I understood how they worked. Even if I understood how they worked, excuse me, my body couldn't keep up. That goes to show my spell is one that can't be mastered by undertrained weaklings. Wow, I am having such a hard time reading. Good lord. And that's rich coming from a guy who shocks himself silly all the time. Quiet, you! I also can't switch spells when I don't know what kind of spell someone uses. If I'm expecting a fire spell, but then it turns out to be a lightning spell, it doesn't work. So you have to anticipate what your opponent will play next, ahead of time. Like a card game. Yep. Plus, the target has to be fully formulated... Oh, has to have fully formulated their spell, or mine will fizzle out. And that sounds like a limitation you could overcome with the right training. Get good enough to add any missing structural components yourself when you make the switch. You can do that? Yes. Excuse me. Yes, you can. Yes, you can, Doocy Goosey. Yes, you can. Oh, wait, right. Your signature spell, Paint the Roses, lets you overwrite someone's magic. That means you instantly rewrite or rearrange a spell structure, right? Oh, geez, that's the kind of thing that gets me all mixed up. I can't overwrite just anything. Every spell has its limits. I can vouch too. Back when I first manifested my signature spell in my fresher days, I could only make one clone. I guess in the end it comes down to a whole lot of practice, huh? Yeah, Trey is very powerful. Trey doesn't want to admit it, but he really is. He really is. You won't build muscle without exercising. Same goes for magic. I swiped Housewarden Riddle's spell just like that back in the dream. I can relate. I could use Crimson Slumber on the Island of Woe when things were urgent. Well, once I got back to school, it was misfires all day. I remember thinking, what in tarnation's wrong? Maybe it's the adrenaline rush in an emergency that makes the difference. I do have data that claims magic is heavily influenced by someone's ability to focus. But I doubt it was a fluke that Ace succeeded in stealing Riddle's signature spell when he did. I think there's a logical reason behind it. What would that be? Dun dun dun! Dun dun dun! Yeah, it could be like a calculus formula that you rewrite so that you can suit, right? The way I presume the magical structures work is that they're made out of like different components, right? So if you have, I don't know. Let's say there's like circles, triangles, and squares. So you have to align, you have to have a certain number of shapes for the thing that you want to do. And then the way you place those shapes in like this in the piece of paper or whatever, right, would then determine the actual effect of what you're doing. So if Riddle's spell, because it's a collar, is like 7 circles, and he only made 6 of them, if Ace can figure out where to put that 7th circle, then he could basically do it ahead of Riddle, I would assume, right? But we don't know what the components are in Twist. It seems to be a lot more imagination-based, but then there has to be some, like, other form of structure. Because you have to be able to envision it, but you also have to be able to know how to do it. Because if it was just based off imagination, then you could make any sort of potion anytime you wanted to, because you just had to imagine it, right? But that's not how it works. So there is like a level of practice that they need to have to know what things go in what places to make the potion, to know how to accurately manipulate the color magic when they shoot off the spell, right? Because that's Floyd's lab where Ace and Deuce are practicing, and all of a sudden they're getting checkered patterned roses when they're visualizing red roses, right? So there's definitely like an actual structural component to what they're doing. We just don't have that level of detail, unfortunately, from anything, from what I understand from the story, to know exactly what that is like. But they have to have something, some sort of structure. With Joker's Wild, the more data you have, the higher your odds of success will be. That data includes things like the timing of when the target spell is cast, as well as its effect and potency. In your case, Ace. I think I know where this is going. Someone got the collar so many times that they know it inside and out, huh? Yep. Yep. You've had Off With Your Head cast on you so many times, it's become commonplace. Dang. Maybe that's why you succeeded at making the switch, despite having only a moment to act. That makes so much sense, says everyone! Oh my, they all unanimously. You can't deny that at that point. Literally everyone unanimous. You got collared pretty much as soon as you started school here. Huh? What kind of lousy reason is that? Maybe you really only got through that mess because of exactly who you are, AC. I guess anything can pay off after steady daily repetition. Daily, Trey? How often is Ace getting collared? I have not been giving him a collar nearly enough in Florida Man stories. Holy. Oh my gosh. Daily, huh? Daily. Thank you, Ace. You've taught me so much about the value of repeat training. Oh, man. And from what I've been hearing, you seem rather proud that you stole my magic from me. But I'm not so soft that I'd leave anything of mine up for grabs once I know it can be stolen. Don't let one success go to your head. Continue to apply yourself with diligence. Oh, come on. Don't laugh at me too, Housewarden Riddle. I rescued you guys from danger with a totally clutch move. Aw, bro. Aw, see, this is karma for all the times that you laughed at everybody else. Now you're getting your comeuppance, mister. My. We should be going now. You're free to keep using this place, but be careful not to injure yourselves. Okay, one quick group pick for the road. Aww, adorable. Hashtags NRC freshmen, SIG spell training. A failure is part part of training. Thanks, Cater. Thanks, buddy. And posted. Keep at it, freshies. Man, I've got to master this signature spell fast so I can make those guys eat their words. If we had these spells mastered right out of the box, then no one would have to work hard for anything. You gotta start with the fundamentals. Training on fundamentals is my least favorite part of playing basketball. Come to think of it, Jack, you already had your signature spell at the Inner Dorm Spell Drive tournament in October, right? That means you acquired yours the earliest out of everyone present. Impressive! Was there some impetus behind learning it? I don't know about impetus exactly. My maternal grandfather used a reversion signature spell just like me. I really looked up to him. I kept trying to imitate it, and eventually it just clicked. Did you manifest your magic young, too? Not really. I developed the spark for magic when I was around 9 or 10. Yeah, same here. My brother got his pretty early. I was half ready to accept I wasn't going to manifest it, then it just kind of happened out of nowhere one day. Who cares how young or old you are? Oh, yeah, that's right, because you were a late bloomer, weren't you, Sebek? Weren't you, Becky boy? I think so. Interesting. My. What matters is how you train and hone your skills after you gain it. Oh yeah, Sebek, I remember how you were on the verge of tears because you couldn't pull a spoon towards yourself in the tree. Grim, you don't have to air his dirty laundry like that, Grim. Grim. I don't know how to tell humans' ages from looking at them, but you seem pretty big. I was not crying. Stop making ridiculous claims. Every time I thought my magic manifested, it slipped away. Back then, my magic was very unpredictable. I was 14 by the time it was stable enough to use. I think I was around 12 or 13. I didn't realize I could use magic until after I started middle school. I pulled a bat, I dropped back into my hand. That's all. Were you fighting? Were you with Deuce? I can't tell if he's saying this because he was playing baseball or if he was fighting. Deuce? Deuce? And he's not gonna elaborate, is he? That's when I realized I'd use magic. A bat? Oh, okay, good. He is gonna elaborate. Good. Were you in your middle school's baseball club, Deuce? Nah, I was throwing down. I was just playing a pickup game. Deucey goosey, Sure, bud, sure. My oh my. So, what about you, Apple? How old were you when you got the spark? Me? I think I was around 10. I was helping my family with the harvest. I used magic to pluck an apple from high up and then realized what I did. There's a lot of people back home who use magic for agricultural work. Oh, human lands use magic for farm work as well. I thought you all relied on machinery. We do rely on machinery for a lot of stuff. But we've also got a lot of sloped fields that aren't suited for machines. Potionology helps with selective breeding and fertilizer development, and flight magic's good for surveying land and harvesting. Did you get sorted into Pomfiore because your family's got a strong background in potionology? Before I enrolled here, I loved flying through the air, so flight magic was pretty much all I ever used. Apple is like, I am not dignifying that with a response. I don't want to admit that that's probably what happened. I think Jack hit the nail on the head, and Apple's like, ah, shoot. Ah, darn. I love flying with magic too. It makes you feel, I don't know, magey, right? Must be nice being able to fly around freely on a broom. Yeah, my classmates mentioned you need a flyer's license to fly around in urban areas. And that people have really limited options for where they can practice. Oh, right. I guess I was flying over private property. I guess that's one of the pluses of living in the country. What about you, Grim? When did you first become capable of using magic? Well, Grimmy's not gonna know, is he? Grimmy's not gonna know at all, because Grimmy doesn't remember being born. Who, me? I don't know exactly when it was, but before I knew it, I could breathe fire and use magic to knock fruit off trees. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh, Grimmy's been scavenging forever. Oh my gosh! Oh, little baby! Does that mean you were using it instinctively by the time you were old enough to remember? What strange creatures dire beasts are. Actually, I've never thought about it before, but how old are you? I don't know. Never kept count. But my age and my species ain't relevant here. What is relevant is that I'm a great genius. I'm jealous of you guys. I wish I had a signature spell now that I'm enrolled in Night Raven College and all. Yeah, me too. I want a signature spell and I want it now. Yeah, me too. I want to know about dire beasts and like what Grim is, because clearly he's not the only one, but he seems to be a rather unique one, and I don't know. It'd be nice if they explained it even a little bit. But yeah, I wish I could use magic at all. Oh, I see. I wish I could use magic. It'd be so nice. Yeah, you know what I really wish I could do is teleport like Malleus. If I could teleport like Malleus, but I feel like my life would be infinitesimally better. Because, you know, you teleport to work, you teleport home, you don't have to spend 15 minutes at a traffic light like I did today. Oh my gosh. There must have been a storm or something here. And then the way that I go home is like through a reservoir. So there's a light. And that particular light, yesterday, was a blinky red and a blinky yellow, right? So the main thoroughfare had the blinky yellow and I had the blinky red, whatever, you know. Some people were nice and stopped, and then I was able to make my left turn. It was great. Today, I was like, clearly they must have fixed the light. So I go to the light, and they fixed the light, but they fixed it. They reset the timer or whatever. So the light would only change in my direction every 10 minutes. So you had to sit there for 10 minutes before the light would turn green. And it would only turn green for like a minute. So it was stupid. It was stupid. I was almost there for like a half an hour, just waiting for this stupid light. And I think I was lucky because I think I joined the queue like with only 5 minutes left on the timer. And then like a bunch of cars went through and then I had to wait another 10 minutes for the light to change. And it's not supposed to be like that, because I take this way home all the time and it's usually like a 5-minute light. So I think when they fixed the light, it got reset to some unreasonable amount of time. I was really close to calling the cops. I just don't know what the non-emergency number is for that area because it's not where I live. And I was like, this is definitely not a 911 emergency. This is absolutely a non-emergency like thing that's happening. Because the light is changing, it's just backing up traffic really bad. But then the light I was able to go through and it was fine. But I was mad because I got home like a half hour later. So I will not be going that way tomorrow. But yeah, it was really stupid. It was really, really stupid. It was terrible. I went through so many Spotify songs. I was like, really? Another one is ended? And ads. And ads. Terrible. And I was like, I have thought, because sometimes if the front car doesn't go close enough to the line, the light won't recognize that there's a car there. And because this one's like in a reservoir, and because it was like a little like side road, I was assuming that the car in front was not close enough. But the car in front ended up making a right on red, so I don't know what the heck the problem was with the light. But like, man, it was annoying. Man, it was annoying. The three of you are all so unique. You're basically walking signature spells as it is. True, you're a dire beast, humanoid, and otherworlder who all managed to get admitted into an arcane academy. Aw, thanks, Apple. Thanks, Apple. My. Dang, that sounds terrifying, being at a red light during an earthquake. The motor was so loud and strong. Oh, but you didn't even feel it. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, that's a fun time. Yeah, I wish I could walk everywhere. I wish I could either walk, bike, or teleport. Unfortunately, I cannot walk or bike. And I certainly cannot teleport. So, driving it is. Driving sucks. Driving sucks so much. I hate driving. I wish I didn't have to drive. But, so be it. So be it. Dang, 45 to 50 minutes just to get 20 minutes away. That's terrible. I hate that. Dang, I'm so sorry. The construction's the worst because it just causes everything to be less. Everything gets so much more convoluted. And it's nice when they fix the things. Obviously, construction needs to happen, but man, oh man. You're all one-of-a-kind beings that nobody could ever imitate. Okay, sure, but still. Or there's like, thanks for the pity prize, but actually, by the way. My. Aw, man. Your town gets flooded very often because of the dam. I assume no one lives in the spaces that it gets flooded. I would have to assume. But activate power friendship so we make the overblotters stop. True. Goodbye. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Coleslaw or fries or mac? From where? Oh, from KFC? Oh, I would say mac or coleslaw because I don't like their fries, but that's just a me. That's a me thing. I'm coming up at 1 year sentence. Don't pity me. I want to recite a spell name like Gate to the Underworld. Oh, cool the way Edia does. Oh, what? Hold on. Your first card flipped over? That's not a fun time. That's a terrible time. I'm glad that you're okay. Clearly you must be okay. Oh no. Oh, that's not a fun time. Mashed or baked potato? Depends. If the mashed potatoes have like garlic and chives and some other stuff in them, the mashed potatoes, but otherwise baked potato, because then you can put stuff on the baked potato. I just like having things in the potato, you know? But if it's just a base, like regular mashed potatoes or regular baked potato, I'll do mash. If there's mashed potatoes with chives and stuff and regular baked potato, then the mash. If it's baked potato with all sorts of stuff in it versus mash with stuff in it, then I'll do baked potato with stuff in it. If that makes sense. Oh, that's true. He could come up with like a little thing he says before he fires off his beam. That's fair. Nothing's stopping you from reciting whatever you want, for that matter. Back when you were guiding us to target coordinates in the dream, didn't you recite some manner of incantation? That wasn't an incantation, it was a system message. Dang. Come on, Sebek, you can't tell what's tech and what's magic. Come on, man. The students in Ignihide all tell me it's cool. And system messages do have a flair of their own, but still. I don't really get the distinction, but none of us would be able to pull off those system messages even if we wanted to. Every time I hear them, I think about how much of a tongue twister it would be for us. The grass is greener on the other side, huh? Maybe I should bring this up with Edia sometime. I'm sure your brother would come up with something mighty clutch. A signature spell to call my own. Oh, it's his little blushing sprite. Ah, guy can dream. Knowing you, wouldn't it just wind up being something ridiculous? Like getting bigger the more you eat? You know, I could see that. Food's all he ever talks about, asleep or awake. Say, wow, I definitely don't want a signature spell that lousy. Grr, you just wait. I'ma get me a signature spell that'll make everyone jealous. Then I'll twist you all into knots. Keep practicing and then you'll get there. My. Yeah, if his stomach was a magical capacity, that would be quite interesting. The more he eats, the more he gets. I don't know. Who's to say? Grim, no! Grim, no! Grim, no! Grim! Something smells good. Where is it coming from? Grim! No, please, no! A stone! It's a big one. Oh, I hate that. I hate that noise. Oh my god. Ah. Oh, that was so crunchy. I think he got in because it was like the police tape, you know, where it's like police tape, do not cross, but they don't make a fence out of it, right? So they probably just put the tape on it being like, do not cross, and expected people not to cross, because they had to get in to clean it. So they couldn't have like completely blocked it, but... Anyway, time to talk to Jamil now. Hey, Jamil! Sorry, I totally forgot that tomorrow's the deadline for the interscholastics forms. But the way you're supposed to fill them out is so complicated, I'm kind of at a loss here. You were with me when I got this stuff from the head mage, right? Help me fill them out, will ya? You wish for me to complete documents for an interscholastic competition? Very well, Mr. Asim. Thanks, Ja. Huh? What's gotten into you? Why are you talking all funny like that? I have addressed you in an overly formal manner since we were young, because you permitted me to do so. But now that I have asserted that I know that I... You know what, he's not wrong. But now that I have asserted that I have no friendship with you, I considered it more appropriate to correct my demeanor. Wait, what? What's going on? Did I do something to upset you? Not at all. I am merely drawing a line. Now, I shall return to the dorm and get to work. Hold on. I really don't like the stuffy way you're talking. Please talk like you normally do. Is that an order? Dang. You know, good on Jamil, though. In a way. You know... He is at least sticking up for himself and trying to very clearly define the boundary. So, apparently in JP, Kaleem never says please. Huh. Interesting. No, it's not an order. This feels creepy. It's hard to talk to you like this. It does not bother me, if you will excuse me. Jamil, please, just stop talking all differential and stuff. That is an order, I trust. What are you doing right now is really mean, you know. I don't want to call it an order. What can I do to get you to talk like you did before? Let me think. Give me the gold bracelet you're wearing. Do so and I shall return to my prior way of speaking. Okay, alright. Nope, this is not. We were starting off so good. But that, you know he's gonna just give it to you. What you should be doing is being like, I don't know, how about we start building an actual friendship? Or like, how about we start trying to build things from scratch? Or how about we try to like, why are you trying to bribe? Why are you fleecing him? Mom gave me this bracelet as a good luck charm ages ago. But if it'll get you to talk like you used to, it's all yours. Here you go. That was a joke. You're the esteemed family heir apparent. How could you let a retainer tell you what to do? I urge you to consider the value of things more. If I sold that bracelet, I could buy a luxury home in a prime location in Silk City. If you carry on in this manner, one of these days someone might take you for your very last 4 cents you're worth. But, wait, Jamil? Are you going after my fortune, like in your dream? No, Kaleem! Stop! That's not the takeaway, Kaleem! Kaleem! Who could say... Jamil! Jamil! Ay, 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 ay. But if you continue to adhere to your present status quo, there will be no treasure in the world easier to take than yours. Surely you have learned by now that there are no absolutes. There could be a snake in the grass near you already. Dun dun dun! So, you wish for me to address you as a friend, would? By all means, simply give the order. I don't know. Ordering you to do this doesn't feel right. Then you are fine with me speaking like this for the rest of our lives? Oh. Definitely not! I am your retainer. If my superior orders me to change my demeanor, I shall correct it at once. But I mean, you're a retainer, but still. Why do you hesitate? Simply say the word, sir. I order you. Okay, sure, Kaleem. Since that's what you want, I'll go back to acting like a friend would. My. At least they're making progress. They're making progress. That's all we could hope for at this point, is the progress. It's a good time. It's a good time. So what were we talking about? You wanted my help with something? I'd like some help filling out these forms for the interscholastics. Oh, that. No way. Oh, man, look at him. He's so happy to say no. He's like, finally, I can say no. Thank goodness I can say no. That's your job as house warden. Why should I do it for you? This is on you for barely paying attention to the head mage's explanation since you assumed I'd remember it. Huh? How can you say that? You're the one who told me to act like a friend. Dang. Oh, man. When a friend doesn't want to do something, they say no. Isn't that unfair? Unfair? Look who's talking. You don't want to give me orders as my superior, but you don't want to take no for an answer as my friend. You can't have it both ways. So, will you order me to stop being a friend and be a retainer instead? You can do that whenever you want, Mr. Asim. Okay, you're right. That wasn't fair of me. I'll learn from my mistake. Bye, Kaleem. Oh, where are you going? Your forms aren't done. I'll do them myself. Bring them to me when you've finished the first draft and I'll review them. I'll do my job as vice house warden. After all, I can't have Scarabia be the only dorm sending in shoddy paperwork. That sounds like a challenge. Just you watch. I'll fill out these forms so perfectly you won't have anything to fix. We'll see about that. Yeah, buddy? You carry on in this manner, one of these days someone might take you for every last sore cent you're worth. It's true. It's absolutely true. That's one of the big things that I think Kaleem does know, but like doesn't fully want to realize. Doesn't want to like acknowledge, even though he does know. Do I need to stop him from taking over my family? No, it'd be bad if anyone took it over, but not just Jamil. Even if something's complicated and hard for me to understand, I can't leave everything to someone else. Jamil ever seriously tried to take over the Asim family, that could turn into a whole rematch of our brawl in the dream. I swear I won't lose, Jamil! Well, are you quite satisfied now that you're done eavesdropping from the shadows? Hi! Hey, are you who I think you are? Hey. Hey, is this gonna be who I think it is? Yes! Data boy! Data boy! You can come out now, Azul. Please, you wound me. That conversation was so loud I could have heard it with my ears plugged. Hi, buddy. I must say, though, I'm shocked that you're plotting a takeover of the Asim family. And here I thought you weren't the type to take an interest in money or influence. I thought so, too, until I saw the dream Malleus gave me. Oh, having everyone in town kneel before me, getting to put a foolish ruler in his place from atop an elephant, that felt incredible. You can relate, right? It must have felt amazing being a star athlete and reigning at the top of the school hierarchy. Oh, that got spread so far, so fast. Dang, no one kept that a secret. Jade and Floyd did not keep that a secret at all. Oh, wait, no, Jamil was there for it, right? Jamil was absolutely there for it. I forgot that he was part of those streams. Yeah. Kraken shot. Oh, please don't bring up my dream. That was a distorted dream Malleus gave me. My true desires are nothing so foolish. Is it really something to be ashamed of? Who doesn't want to be popular? Huh? Of course everyone wants to be special, to be better than everyone else. Our dreams were exaggerated and distorted in weird ways, but they were still our wishes in part. As much as I hate to admit it, they were. Logically, I know that's a foolish thing to wish for, and I kept such thoughts bottled up until they were forcibly dragged out. Looking down on others and openly scorning them, all while being showered in adulation. My dream self was comically absurd. But you're right that I tasted an exaltation unlike anything I've ever felt before. Exactly. Malleus picked quite the nightmares to show us. Once someone has a taste of nectar, they can't help but want to taste it again. That's just human nature. Jamil, are you actually planning to take over the Asim family? Who could say? Sidestepping the question of whether I'd carry out a takeover in reality. A man's allowed to dream, isn't he? Jamil! Jamil! Oh no, your sailor didn't come home. I'm so sorry. My. I'm so happy it was actually Azul, though. That was so funny. Of course it was Azul. Of course. Hey, Riddle? Huh? Did he leave already? I had some stuff to ask him. Oh, hi, Jade. Hi, Floyd. Hi, Ruggy. Riddle has stepped out to class to assist Professor Train. His things are still here, so I expect he'll return shortly. You want to talk with him, too? Bad timing. Is that what you guys are here for? Yep. Leona gave me the interscholastic forms to hand in, and Riddle's the guy in charge of collecting it. The Interscholastics. The full title is the Arcane Academy Interscholastic Games, I believe. They were postponed due to Malleus's... due to Malleus. Oh, no. Well, yeah, no, that would make sense. Yeah, You can't exactly go have a sports ball game right after the big overblot that affected the entire island. Yeah, one would think that one would need some extra time to prepare. which has led to a situation where we have to handle interscholastic prep on top of our already hectic exam preparations. Azul was complaining about how ridiculously busy he was. Is Azul still doing the study guide side hustle? Sadly, the head mage has prohibited providing study guides in exchange for compensation. So I believe his new plan is to make them obtainable via the Mostro Lounge's point cards. Ah, so he's introduced a middleman. So technically it's still compensation, but it's just more complicated. Registered members can then exchange points to participate in online seminars. Shee, that guy never learns. Yo, Jade, I want to hurry up and go to basketball club practice. Could you call Goldfishy and tell him to get back to class already? Why do you have to be here, Floyd? You're not the vice house warden. You're not the one turning in the paperwork. Why do you need Riddle? Actually, better idea. You could just give him the book. You could just give him the book back for me. Oh, okay. Okay, that sentence is formulated weird. Shouldn't it be you could just give him back the book for me? Or you could just give him this book back for me? I feel like there's just a minor change. You could just give him the book back for me. I mean, I guess it's not incorrect. It just feels weird. I'll do no such thing. If you borrowed something, you should be the one to return it. And I'm sure Jade is getting no pleasure in his brother being upset that this is taking a long time. Why are you waiting for Riddle, Floyd? We had an ancient incantations assignment to write an essay about this book we're supposed to read. I've been putting it off since I didn't feel like doing it, but it's getting close to the deadline, so I finally dragged myself to the library. And every copy of that book was checked out. Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens when you do things last minute. It's always what happens when you do things last minute. Always. Always. It'd be boring to wait for someone to bring it back, so I went to get a copy from Azul, but Class C had a different book to read. Ah, the professor probably switched up the assignments to avoid too many people copying each other's work. Class E had the same book, but Jade was still using his and wouldn't let me borrow it. So I got it from Goldfishy instead, since he was already done with his essay. Oh, it totally tracks for Riddle to be done already. You lucked out big time getting a copy to borrow, huh, Floyd? Come on, Kaleem. You know a guy that straight-laced wouldn't stub loan library property to someone else in a million years. Floyd probably just took it. Kaleem is shocked, like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I didn't just take it. I wrote him an IOU. When Riddle saw that IOU written on a torn-off sheet of loose-leaf paper, the look on his face made me shudder. So he did. So Floyd did just steal it. So he did just steal it. He just wrote him a little note on a piece of paper. Ah, that explains why you're so insistent on Floyd giving it back himself. Yep, and that's why I'm waiting for Goldfishy. Oh, hi, Azul. How's it going, buddy? My, this is quite the eclectic gathering. Hello, Azul. Is that paper in your hand what I think it is? If you think it's the submission forms for the Arcane Academy Interscholastic Games, then yes, you are correct. If I have to read Arcane Academy Interscholastic Games another, 20 times before 7.5 is over, I'm gonna be a little upset. Don't tell me Riddle already returned to his dorm for the day. No, he stepped out, but I expect him back soon. And then I'll wait a bit. Ah! What's wrong, Azul? There's a pair of feet sticking out in the row here, and I fear I'd be the first to discover some manner of foul play. He thought someone got murdered? It's gonna be... Wait, oh, this is the sophomore. Yeah, it's gonna be Silver, right? It's gonna absolutely be Silver. There's just someone lying across the seats. Wait, is that Silver? Oh, he's still having his drowsy spells, huh? Darn, poor guy's gonna have those forever. R.I.P. Silver, R.I.P. Silver. Man, oh man, oh man, man, oh man, oh man. Honk shoo, honk shoo. He's sleeping rather peacefully. Oh yeah, come to think of it, I don't think he showed up to afternoon class. Jellyfishy and I had an elective in the classroom before lunch. I'm guessing he's been catching Z's here ever since. And then judging by how soundly asleep he is, he may remain here until tomorrow morning. Silver? Silver! Good morning already? Good morning, though I fear school's only just let out for the day. Oh, wait, school's out? Oh no, I slept through lunch and all my afternoon classes. You were wide awake and alert in our dreams, but I guess you're the same as ever here in reality. Actually, my random drowsy spells have gotten a lot better since that incident. Oh? Oh, that's actually interesting, huh? Is that right? They always seemed to trouble you before. If matters have improved, I'm happy to hear it. Yeah, I got through examinations at the Sages Island Hospital in Styx all right. From what I've learned, my sleeping habits were caused by vestiges of the blessings the fairies gave me as an infant. Though apparently those effects have mostly dwindled away. Then why were you sleeping like a baby in here? Oh, the early summer weather was so refreshing and pleasant it just happened. So you just dozed off for real? That's funny. So that explains how Jade was able to shake him awake, because it wasn't part of the sleeping spell. He literally just fell asleep. My. Effects of the blessings you received as an infant, was it? As I understand it, you're the last prince of the Blade Vale, a country that fell approximately 400 years ago. I guess Blade Vale is not that bad of a name. It's not like, what is it, Dragonopolis? Ooh, that name's still too funny. Blade Vale feels like a generic fantasy name. That's fair. That's fine. And the Fairing's blessing kept you sleeping until recent times, yes? Apparently, it's still hard for me to wrap my head around it. Dang, it's like something out of a fairy tale, but right here in the modern day. That's amazing. While Silver's name and face were kept from circulation in the media, newspapers did cover the story, and it's been generating buzz all over social media. Guess there's no stopping juicy gossip. Wasn't it Swordvale? It said Blade Vale. It said Blade Vale, didn't it? Blade Vale is what Jade said. Swordvale is copyrighted? By who? Who copyrighted Swordvale? Swordvale also seems like a super generic fantasy name. I don't know. They changed it to, oh, what, did they have it and then it was copyrighted and then they were like, oh shoot, let's change it to something that's also generic and the same and basically just a synonym for the word that we had. Got it. If Silver lived anywhere other than Sage's Island, he'd probably be getting hounded by the press nonstop. I'm truly grateful to the head mage and to the local residents for working to ensure I don't have to worry about such disruptions. But here I am, skipping my classes and wasting the whole day napping. I'm beyond disappointed in myself. Our afternoon classes were just study halls anyway. You don't have to beat yourself up over it. I've been struggling with my interscholastic forms so much, I barely made any progress in my classwork either. Ah, so you're also here to submit your forms. Same, I'm handling it for Leona. Actually, I don't even know how to fill it out, so I was hoping Riddle could explain it to me. Can't you just ask Sea Snake to do it? No, I can't! And it is very dramatic. Very dramatic. It's not copyrighted, it's just an inconsistency. Oh, huh. Who's to say? Interesting. Whoa, dude, why'd you have to yell out so loud? I'm determined to finish this myself without relying on Jamil. What's wrong? Did you have a fight with Jamil? It's not a fight. We agreed to have him check my work after I'm done. But for now, I'm not getting any help from him. But you're still not doing it yourself if you ask Goldfishy for help, right? Halim, you'd be welcome to You'd be welcome to welcome. I think there's a repeat in this sentence. Just I have a little I have a little. Oh man. You'd be welcome to ask me for assistance. I'll give you a friend discount. My goodness, my gracious. Didn't the head mage tell you not to engage in paid commission work on campus grounds, Azul? And what's this I hear about a fight? It better not have been any brawling. Welcome back, Riddle. Everyone's been eagerly awaiting your return. Oh, they have? Yeah, well, you have the papers, buddy. You have the papers, buddy. Yeah, Riddle, I think Riddle has like a sixth sense for fights now. Or like anything that has to do with fights. Because of Ace, probably. You know what? I can believe that for sure. Anyway, unfortunately, we do have the cutoff on Wednesday streams, so we're gonna do some lessons. We're gonna chat a little bit, and then we'll reconvene on Friday to finish out the rest of the whatchamacallit. The rest of the stuff that we do on this 7.5. That's what I need to say. Yep. Yeah, it's already 9 o'clock. Already, time flies when you're having fun, right? Time just flies. I have over 2,000 lesson coins. I guess I do. I guess. I mean, I just store them until the streams. So we could do those too. I could even do like a 10 pull, I guess, for Jamil. He's still around, right? Jamil's still around, right? But I do want to save for Obi Azul, and I do need to still save for the Tweels. But I suppose we could do the Sam Gamba. We can do the Sam Gamba. After lessons. But this is delightful so far. This is quite nice so far. It's just casual story. It's very, very casual, you know, very low stakes. It's a nice reprieve. I think this I keep wanting to say intergalactic. This interscholastic tournament, I have a feeling that this is going to be really, really important, given that they have mentioned it at least 10 times. The sleepwear cards, the sleepwear cards. Tweels are not next month. No. I still have to. They're in November, but I still like if I go willy-nilly with my gems and keys, and I'm not gonna have any for the Tweels. And I have a feeling that they're gonna be. Oh yeah, and Scully. Scully will likely show up because he was the person. If we have so there's quite a few boys, quite a few. But Scully shouldn't be here till October because actually maybe he might be here in September because he'll be part of the rerun, so he'll be early. Interesting. All right, interesting. Cool. Struggling for the upcoming Blade in HSR. I see. I see. You're saving for Kaleem. Gotcha. If you want to pull, you make it happen. Otherwise, you just vaguely shrug. I save up because I don't like spending money. I don't like spending money. I kind of regret. Hey, Samich. That's a spoiler. Samich. Yeah, there's a lot of events, but... Oh, do we have a very similar list of characters? I see. As I was gonna say, I have a hard time spending money, and then I regret not spending money on certain things. But part of that is also my inability to do math. There's quite a lot of buttons I would have bought on my recent trip if I was able to do math properly. Because I do an old style conversion for yen to USD, which is no longer accurate. So there was a lot of stuff I thought was way more expensive than it was that I probably would have picked up if I actually knew how much it was. But it's okay. Yeah, oh, you want to do Glorious Masquerade? I mean, chances are they reran it last year for no reason. So they might rerun it again this year for no reason. But if I were you, I would wait to see, because it seems like they just keep rerunning it into the ground. So unless you need to do the story right now, I would wait. And then after the Halloween, if they rerun or don't rerun it, then you can go and decide and use the things. But I would just wait if it was me. Corella's not loading, so I feel like that's a bad sign. What about Varg? Oh, okay. Vargas is here. Train is here. Okay, Corella's here now. My oh my oh my. It is very possible that they'll rerun it again, because like I said, they reran it last year for no reason. They were not supposed to rerun it last year. It was just supposed to be Playful Land rerun and then the new event, which was Nightmare. And so this year, in theory, it should just be Nightmare and then whatever the new event's gonna be. But they could do Glorious, then Nightmare, then the new one. They could run all 4 of them back to back. They could do, or 3 of them, sorry. The Glorious, the Playful, and then the good God, what is it called? The Nightmare. But I think what's probably gonna happen is it's gonna rerun Playful, they're gonna rerun Nightmare, and then they're gonna do the new one. So that would be my guess. That would be my guess. You hope we get a certain event in EN. It helped you so much. Oh, okay. Hopefully that happens then. Overblock birthdays and all the Halloweens. Exactly. Precisely. Oh man. Well, we're not getting anything good. Corel's like, nah. We did get a good thing. I feel like the only thing I ever get from Corel that's his like special boxes is the teapots. I feel like I don't get anything else. Ay. Christmas event? I don't know if they do Christmas. We don't. No, the only Christmas event that we kind of have is Harvestin', but it didn't run during Christmas. Oh, we got a perfume! Look at the perfume! My. Yeah, Christmas, I don't think we have any of those in Twist. And if you're spoiling... Okay, guys. The spoilers are not just for when I'm reading the story. Spoilers are for the entire stream. So if you are saying something that is a spoiler or is JP content, if it has not come to EN, it is a spoiler. I don't know why we are so bad about this all of a sudden. We were really bad about it before I left, and we seem to be really bad about it today. If it is not in English, it is a spoiler. Yeah, but they had. No, I'm not talking about you talking about them not having Christmas. So someone's saying that something's a spoiler, and I don't think it's what you're saying, because yeah, the winter break that they have is just winter break, and that's why we have the winter break calendar. But goodness gracious, guys. My. I have never allowed JP spoilers on stream. Or there was only one singular time that we talked about JP content, and that was because it was specific to the stream. But I don't play on JP. I don't want to know what's happening. And there's lots of other people that also don't want to know what's happening. So let us be mindful of that as we continue forward on our journeys. Anyway, I think I'm just gonna do a 10 poll. I'm gonna do a 10 poll. But... and we'll just see how it goes. I don't really want a Jamil, but if I get a Jamil, I will not be upset. said about it. I forgot to turn the voices back on. That's on me. All right, let's see. Who do we got? Who do we got? Who do we got? We got Hearts the Bolt. Please don't betray. Hey, Deuce. Cool. We got a Deuce. We got a Deucey Goosey. We got a Riddle. Oh, we have a theme so far. A Jade. We've got a Ruggy. We've got a Malleus. We've got an Azul. We've got another Riddle. We got a Floyd. Oh, we've got 2 more. Another Riddle. All right, 1 more. Aw, man. Aw, man. Hi, Ortho. Oh, well. A lot of Riddle. A lot of Riddle. I don't know if that's a sign. I don't typically get Riddle a lot. Huh. Interesting. Well, anyway, that was my 10 pull for Jamil. I mean, I always feel tempted to do another one, and then by that point, I'm like, man, I should have saved my stuff. I don't have enough pulls now. But I think I do. I think I have enough. Yeah, next OB is gonna be Azul. I just never remember. Okay, so how much? Oh, I have almost 20 pulls to say. I have 20, 10 pull. I almost have 200 pulls in gems. Oh, I could do another one. I could do another one. Yeah, the two feathers and only 1 SR. Yeah, I don't understand the feather thing, man. Because the feathers are supposed to be like the amount of the cards that you have the least, right? Remember the bait trick? Who do you think I gotta put on the screen to bait him? I don't know who Jamil likes enough to put as bait. I think if I put Azul, he'll get scared. I think if I put Kaleem, he's not gonna show up himself. You know what? Fair. Valid. Valid. Where's Jamil? Where is he at? There he is. We'll put his dorm. There we go. And then we'll do 1 more, and then that's it. That's it. Because just because I have enough doesn't mean that I should use them all. We'll do 1 more. We'll do one more. A very sad Kaleem. I don't have the sad Kaleem. I don't have the Kaleem's Oasis outfit where he cries. 2 feathers again. I suppose that means something. Oh, good. We got 2 feathers and only the green sparkles. So we'll see how this goes. Means SR, they don't really matter in 10 pulls. Oh, okay. I see. No there was no anger, but there was only R cards, and we know we have to get. There was only R card sparkles, and we know we are guaranteed an S. Hi, Jamil. Wrong Jamil. Can we get a Jamil? Can we get a hi, Khalib? Hello? Okay. Is it gonna be an all R cards? It technically can't be. We do have to have an SR somewhere. Oh, is it gonna be Azul? Hi, Azul. Alright, come on. 2 more after this one. Azul, and then... Oh? So then we... See, this one, we didn't have the purple sparkles, but we got 2 SR cards. I don't understand. He also says reveal to the nature of yourself for the SSR. Yeah, I've had him not be angry and gotten SSRs. And we had no purple sparkles. But we had 2 SRs this time. And before we had the purple sparkles and the 2 feathers, and we had 1 SR. It's a Jamil, that's a sign. I don't think it's a sign. But okay, we'll go to 30. We'll go to 30. But that's it. That's it, because I died again. I was not planning on this. I wanted to do just 1 and thought it would be cool if he showed up. But now we're in it deep. All right, we got 1 feather. And we got, okay, so we got 1 feather and then the purple sparkles. So, like, what does that mean, Mr. Mirror Man? What does that mean? And now we're getting all the freshmen. Can we get, oh man, Jade, you ruined it. Jade! Jade, we were having all the freshmen. Jade. Cater. Ay, ay, ay. Hi, Jamil. Hi, Jamil? Hello? Hi, Sebek? Nah, it ain't here. It ain't here. Oh, well. Oh, I miscounted. Well, anyway, it's still not happening. But we got two Jamils, two Jacks, two Sebeks. I don't know what is happening. I don't know what's happening with these polls, but I cannot afford to do anymore. That's it. We're dunsies. We're dunsies. It's over. It's over. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Jamil is rage baiting. True. True. Absolutely. Yeah, it's a lot of doubles. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, I think the mirror's glitched. It could be. Who knows? But regardless, it is absolutely time for me to go. Goodbye. So thank you all so much for coming and hanging out. Thank you all for coming back and starting to enjoy 7.5 with me. It's been a grand old time. We'll be back on Friday to finish up 7.5 and perhaps chit-chat about some other stuff. And yeah, it'll be a good time. But until we meet again, if you are going to sleep, have a wonderful sleep. If you are going to be having a day, then have a wonderful day. And I will see you in the next one. Night's blessings. Bye-bye.